A friend of mine brought over some peaches, lots of peaches. I showed my husband how to pull a peach pit out with these, and it was so easy. And I cut up the peach and peeled it. And then over here, I've got these boiling for a minute to put in the ice water. And I'm gonna throw them over here, and then I'm gonna peel them. And here is how here's the peach and some needle nose pliers. You stick them in here like this, and you'll feel the peach pit, and you just grip it, give it a little turn, and it comes right on out. Isn't that awesome? And doing that, I realized I didn't have to cut X in the bottom of the peach, because now I can just barely even just pick them up, and they peel just kind of like potatoes, kind of like that. See? You just peel like that. So the skins came right off of this, and for most of these peaches, it's gonna come right off. You just barely touch it, and it just kind of peels like that. And it's hard to do this with one hand, so I'm gonna be peeling these, and then I'm gonna slice them up. See that peel, it just comes right off. So just like that. Peel these off like that. Is so easy to do. So I'll be working a lot quicker with two hands here in just a few minutes. And then once I get all these peeled, then I'll show you what I do next. So you slice them up, you cut all the bad spots off of them. This is a beautiful peach, look at that. Now you can can them whole like this. Look, the pit's gone. It's so beautiful, feels so nice. So you can can them whole like this, or you can can them in pieces, chunks. You can make preserves, whatever, but that is just so beautiful. I might keep some of them whole and just put some in a jar like that. Okay, they've all been blanched. I'm still peeling them like that, you know. And then there's the peelings and the pits, and then here's how they're working out, and then I'll be cutting off the bad spots and putting them directly into jars. Before I finish peeling, I got me another pot out. You see it holds 7 quarts of water, but anyway, I got 4 quarts in here of water. It's boiling, it's gonna get ready to boil so that I can water bath can these guys for 5 minutes a jar once I get them in here. But that's getting going while I'm doing everything else. Peaches are all peeled and starting to go into the jars. There's about 4 peaches fit in one of these quart jars. Ended up with 9 quarts, which is about 30 to 35, maybe a couple more peaches. Aren't they pretty? Now I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of sugar in each jar, and then I'm gonna fill it up with hot water, wipe the rims, and then put them in the boiling bath. Okay, now I'm putting the hot water. And I'm probably gonna have to stir them a little bit just to relieve bubbles and stuff. So, I'll take this handy dandy thingy right here and go down the edges like that. See all the bubbles come up? And then I'll have more water to put in there. And you can see the bubbles are coming up somewhat by themselves on that one. Over here. I like this little doodad because you can just like slide it down in there and then push it towards the middle, and it really gets those bubbles coming. Not sure why my camera is kind of a little off and so then we put the lid on. These are hot lids. I know that says mayhaw juice on there, but you know, it was temporary. And then we put the rings on, fingertip tight. That'll come off later. All right, and then I'm gonna put them in the water bath. All right, this is where we pick them up. The jar thing, put them over here in the boiling water. This pot can hold 4 quart jars for the water bathing canning. So I've got a little thing down in there. So once this comes to a boil, I'll time it for 5 minutes and then take them out and put the next batch in. It is 1 o'clock in the morning and I've gotten them pretty much done. The last one's in here trying to get boiled. So these jars are still pretty hot. And they look really pretty. I started it around 10, between 10 and 10:30, and got it all done pretty much. So I'll probably be in bed by 1:30. All right, happy canning, guys. Good morning. I went to bed at 2 o'clock this morning, but we got up to a bunch of rain, and I put 2 of the jars didn't seal, so we having peaches this morning. Maybe make a peach cobbler this afternoon in this rainy weather. Aren't those pretty?